right, Sambo Nation, here goes nothing, baby. Happy New Year. Happy 2024. Are you kidding me? You know what they say, back to life, back to reality. Hope everybody's having a beautiful, beautiful day here in the Samboner hood. Again, Happy New Year, happy 2024. Just like that, we turn the page January 2nd, and we're freezing our goddamn balls off. Let's just pump the brakes here for a second, Sambo Nation. We live, we learn, we carry on, we grow strong. But here's what I've just witnessed in the last couple of days. There's the best day of the year and there's the worst day of the year. My new favorite day of the year happens to be December 26th, the day after Christmas. It's one of the most useless and best and greatest days to just lay around, veg out, hang out with your family, open up gifts, play with new games, and absolutely do nothing. Fast forward 6-7 days, we ring in the new year, we celebrate New Year's Eve, we celebrate New Year's Day, and just like that, January 2nd slaps you right in the face. Now, that said, rewind 5-6 years ago, I probably wasn't happy exactly doing what I was doing. But look, we're making the best out of what we got now. And I appreciate everybody tuning in to the Samboners show. Back to the basics here, Samboners. Back to the grind. Mondays with Mick. We're going to shake it up with new guests. We're going to talk sports. We're going to talk Philly love, Philly culture, suburban living, best places to eat, best places to Sambone. We're going to continue to roll out new months. Happy Wing Month. I think this is going to be our, I want to say like third or fourth wing season. And we did not do a lot of damage in last Wing Month. It's tough, man. It is not easy. I'll say it till I'm fucking blue in the face. It is not easy being a Samboner, man. We're on our quest to find the best. And I got to tell you, there's a ton of stiff competition out there when it comes to the wing game. There's also a ton of wings out there that are very, very comparable. But that said, when you're trying to narrow in on the top 10, true story. We're down in Philly and we're getting ready to take a train ride back to the home. And this dude's looking at me in the subway area of the regional rail. And he's looking at me, and he's looking at his phone, he's looking at me. He's like, he points his phone. He's like, yo, is that you? I said, yeah, it's funny, man. What's going on? He's, introduced himself. He says, I'm the owner of this place up in Ambler, PA. I'm not going to drop any names right now. And the first thing out of his mouth was, how do we get on that top 10 wing list? I said, top 10 wing list? You're a cheesesteak joint. He goes, yeah, but I got the best wings going. We got great sauces. I'm like, dude, you got to bring it. You want to get on that top 10 list, Samboners? You got to absolutely bring it. So we're going to fire up Wing Month. Nothing but a ton of fun as we start to wind down the NFL season and fire up the playoffs. Playoffs? We talking about playoffs? But yeah, man, appreciate everybody's ultimate love and support all throughout 2023. It's been an unbelievable ride. You know what they say. I'm going to keep on Samboning. Hope you keep on Samboning too. That said, I had a great chance to, I kicked off the new year today in style. I gotta break it to you, Samboners. I really do. I'm just going to confess to the Sambo Nation. Not confess. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm just going to share something with you, all right? When it comes to going to the dentist, so today I had to get an annual or a biannual cleaning. Got to take care of these chompers. I was dramatized at a young age, playing baseball in 8th grade, pitching against Cheltenham, and I happened to throw a nasty slider at this guy, and he fucking smoked it right back in my face, knocked out 2 teeth, split my bottom lip open. I was completely gushing blood. I'll never forget it to this day. My coach was rushing me to the hospital, and he said to me, Mick, whatever you do, do not look in the mirror. So what do? I look over in the mirror and I see my lip is completely split open. Had to get full plastic surgery. I've been getting root canals since I've been 10 years old. Back then they gave you the nitrous oxide, right? They give you a little suck on the nitrous oxide. You're like, holy shit, man. I love the dentist. This is great. And now they just fucking stick a needle in your gum and make you bleed to death. And they treat you like shit, man. I'll tell you. some of these dentists are rough around the edges. But that said, they're probably, I probably left my dentist's office this morning, and they're probably thinking like, God, that guy, he's a little bitch. He really is. But like, I'm sorry. Like the scratch and the clawing against my teeth, it makes my blood run thin. I just can't take it. I really can't. I can't take it, but I know it's a necessity. So I continue to go every 6 months and, get these things cleaned up. I think I gotta need to start drinking some coffee out of a straw or something like that. So that's how I kicked off my day, Samboners. Happy Tuesday, right in the, you kidding me? That's all right. That's either here or there. Call me a big bitch for that matter. But, that was the experience, man. Those days were the greatest, though. Playing for the Southampton Knights, won the championship in 6th grade, won the championship in 7th grade. Unfortunately, lost the three-peat in 8th grade. And I got battle wounds to talk about for days. Speaking of baseball, 42 days till pitchers and catchers. It's the little things that we have to look forward to in life at this point. And I digress, right? I'm not here to jump on the the Sixers or the Flyers bandwagon. I'm in touch with the Sixers. I'm in touch with the Flyers. Look, getting through an entire regular season hockey game is painful for me. I really will. And unless you're there witnessing in person, there's nothing like that experience going down to the Wells Fargo Center for both the Sixers and the Flyers. But unless you're there, it's tough to sit on your couch and watch 2.5 hours of regular season basketball or Flyers hockey for that matter. But that said, good to see that they're doing good because it just lightens the blow with respect to what is going on here in the beautiful sports world of Philadelphia. First, the debacle of the Philadelphia Phillies, where their bats go completely gone. Right when you thought, man alive, this is a team filled with destiny. We are going to win the World Series. But boop, just like that, the bats go cold. There's just no good energy, camaraderie. The chemistry's gone. And boom, we're ousted by the Arizona Diamondbacks. And just like that, baseball season is over. So we fast forward a couple months, and just like that, our Philadelphia Eagles get off to a flipping hot start. 10-1. Are you kidding me? Knocking teams off left and right. The buzz of the town, the leading MVP candidate, Jalen Hurts. Oh, my God. At one point in week 11, the two MVP candidates for the NFL were Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts. And then just fast forward 5 weeks, those two are completely out of the picture. The leading vote getter right now is Lamar Jackson out of Baltimore, and he will likely get it. And, I think there's a couple other guys that have creeped in. Brock Purdy was in there. He's out. Christian McCaffrey was in there. He got an injury. He still is probably a top candidate. And then last but not least, you have Josh Allen, who, continues to impress. I think the Bills have all the right momentum in the world. At one point, I think back in week 11, they were like 35 or 45-1 to win the Super Bowl. My God, I should have jumped all over that. But appreciate everybody tuning in, Sambo Nation. It's a beautiful Tuesday here as we kick off 2024, January 2nd. We're freezing our balls off. Without further ado, I do want to reflect on just some key businesses, organizations that have supported the Samboners, the Samboner show throughout 2023. First and foremost, shout out to our good friends at Not For Long Media for helping with all the production. Jack in the back and the team just continues to help and elevate and do great things here from a media standpoint. Shout out to our good friends, the original Fudge Kitchen, shipping fudge all over the country. You know the drill by now. Great family-run business, Peddler's Village, all throughout Cape May, New Jersey, South Jersey, original Fudge Kitchen, fudgekitchens.com. Appreciate all your love, all your support as we continue to ramp into 2024 and build upon that partnership. Other true believers of the Samboner show, good friends of the page, Pete and Gus, Pete's Famous Pizza, Moustaki Authentic Gyros. I'm telling you right now, these guys are absolutely crushing life as they continue to franchise out both models in the Pete's Famous Pizza and the Moustaki Authentic Gyros. Just awesome to see what you guys are doing. Can't thank you all enough for the love and support. Just recently, Steaks Westchester, Pizza Westchester had an opportunity to Sambone Steaks Westchester right there in Westchester, PA. Appreciate all the love and support there. Continue to crush life. And I can't wait to get back out there and try the pizza there at Pizzas Westchester. We've had so many Samboner reviews coming out of Westchester. I'm telling you, it's like the new capital, the new cheesesteak capital here in Philadelphia or just outside of Philadelphia when you talk suburban life, right? Because let me just tell you right now, Samboners, Westchester isn't Philadelphia. Downingtown's not Philadelphia. Southampton, Pennsylvania is not Philadelphia. Like, Give me a break. At the end of the day, we all bleed green. We all talk Phillies, baseball. We all talk Flyers, Sixers, 4 for 4. If you're a 4 for 4 guy and you live in Ambler, PA, you're fucking from Philadelphia, motherfucker. Like, honest to God, I'm so sick of that conversation. I'm so sick of that debate. But that is either here nor there because I'm already off my rails. We're 10 minutes into my first podcast of 2024, and I couldn't be more excited to share it with you filthy animals. So take a look, take a bite, and let's fucking go. Woo! All right, who else? Another shout out to good friend Damien, Wildwood, The War, for all your support in 2023 throughout the summer. Unfortunately, looking back on the summer, we had some technical difficulties. Go figure, right? The day we decided to do a live show from The War from Wildwood, the power plant goes down. The entire grid of Wildwood, New Jersey goes down. Like, we had people boating in, we had people hoofing in, multiple boats coming in. We started, throwing them back right around 12, 1 o'clock, thinking this is going to be a great day. We're going to Sambone the whole menu, and boom, just like that, the grid is down. The Wildwood grid is down. Like, riddle me that, Samboners. How fuck does that happen? And, last but not least, just a true highlight of 2023, and I'll get into some things here as we kick off the new year. Again, appreciate everybody tuning in. Appreciate everybody's love and support. Shout out to, Sambone Nation and what we were able to do in collaboration with the Ronald McDonald House here in Philadelphia, putting on an unbelievable tailgate. It was a ton of work. I can't thank everybody enough who was involved for all the support leading up to that day. It was just a pure collaborational effort across the board with so many just true local breweries like Warwick Brewing, Wissahickon Brewing, Conshohocken Brewing, The Vault, Victory Brewing, a couple vodka companies like Stateside Vodka, Two Moods, and then you had Pete's Famous Pizza coming in with the Strombolis. You had Lysios Bakery. You had the Philadelphia Pretzel Factory out of Langhorne. Who else, man? I don't even have this written down right now, but there's just so many unbelievable organizations, small businesses that were able to, come through to make this event all come together. Shout out to Robbie Matson and his team for supporting us with the bus and the setup. And at the end of the day, before you know it, we had raffles going. We had people samboning. We had people, crushing beers. Everybody was in a good mood. The Eagles were playing the Cowboys. We beat the Cowboys that day. Right before kickoff, there was a good 150 people just fucking hanging out and having the greatest time of their lives. And last but not least, we were able to raise close to $6,000, which in return was able to put a family, up for basically the entire year of 2024. And I hope to, continue to be able to do just cool things like that, give back to the community and lean on organizations like the Ronald McDonald House to support them and support new families who are suffering, that are in need, that are going to be coming to Philadelphia, that are becoming to shop and need somewhere to stay. So again, it's overwhelming. But it just goes to show you how powerful social media can be. And when it comes to one of the strongest, like-minded, I'm not going to use the word cult maniac, but cultish community following, I truly believe that Sambone Nation has something to be said about that. So again, continue to get out there, continue to support your local businesses, continue to Sambone. We're going to fire up Wing Month. We're going to get out there. We're going to be high-fiving, butt bumping. We're going to be being merry. Now, look, being merry is also a big task. I got to talk about some just, resolutions here in New Year's 2024. I've never really been a big fan of New Year's resolutions. Eat, sleep, and move, Samboners, right? At the end of the day. But, man alive, looking back on just the last 2 months, the holiday season, you just get after it, right? That's all you do. The summer ends, and then you dive right into football season. You dive right into, let's just even take a step prior, Halloween. Everybody loves Halloween. Everybody gets after it for Halloween, and everybody starts drinking throughout November. Right after Thanksgiving, you start gearing up for Christmas. You start rigging up your lights, hangover season. And just like that, 2.5 months later, you look back and you're like, holy shit balls. How much did I drink? How much did I eat? And man alive, I think my scale needs new batteries because it doesn't work anymore. I broke it. I really do. So no, from a New Year's resolution standpoint, Samboners, I think, moderation is the key. It really is. Like I talked about dry January, like look, here's what you're never going to get from me. I'm never going to quit drinking. I'm sorry. To anybody out there that suffered from alcoholism or has been clean for 5, 10 years, kudos to you. That's fucking awesome, man. It's incredible that you have been able to achieve that. And I hope you don't stop listening to me because I'm saying this. But at the end of the day, I don't have a drinking problem. I like to drink. I like to party. I like to have fun. That said, I think I have had some moments throughout the holidays where did I really have to drink Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? Like, come on, Lumberg. I don't need to work on Sunday too. So with that said, my New Year's resolution is to just take it a little bit more lightly, drink in moderation. To that point, I may take off 2 weeks. I may take off a month, right? But right now, football season, wing month, you want me to stop drinking beers? No way. It's just not happening. It's not happening. But that said, I do plan to take the next 3 or 4 days off, maybe have a cocktail Friday, maybe have a good time Saturday. And that said, we'll do that again, right? And then maybe come February when football season's over, we dry out for a couple months. But just like that, like I said, pitchers and catchers in 42 days, we're going to go down to Clearwater. We're going to hang out. We're going to get after you. Want me to let you not drink? So look, I know I could be a basket case at times, but at the end of the day, my New Year's resolution is just to be a little bit more wise and drink and be merry in moderation. So, like I said, I'm going to keep on Samboning. Hope you keep on Samboning too. I'm sure we're going to roll back beer month back in 2024, the summer 2024. That was like one of my most fun months of 2023. Grilling season was great too because I had a new Blackstone, and that Blackstone's unfortunately rusted to shit. But grilling season and beer month, it made it easy. It really did, man. Like, dude, we can't just be hopping in our cars, driving 55 minutes just to, spend $30 to, create a 2-minute clip for, what? Instagram. Yay. But hey, that's what we're doing, right? That's exactly what we're doing. The power of social media is alive and well. That said, man, my God, you got to put this down sometimes. Like, go watch a show with your phone on the counter, like an hour. Could you imagine watching a show for an hour without your cell phone? I'm sure as hell my kids couldn't. My God, they are addicted. They're addicted to their phones. They are addicted to their PlayStation. Now we got this Noculus. The best thing about this Noculus, though, so Sambone Jr., Brady Mac, shout out Brady, he's got this new Noculus action. I'm going to stand up here for a second. And the best part about this Noculus is that they can't see you. So you know what you do? You just walk by and give them a little nut shot. Oh, geez. Yeah. Well, suit yourself, man. If you can't see out of the Noculus, I'm just going to give that to you. Every time I walk by, a little nut shot. Didn't hurt anybody. But that's either here or there. Again, thank you to the Ron McDonald House. Thank you to Sambo Nation. That was a true highlight. We are back to life. We are back to reality. Oh, baby, did we have one hell of a time? Just this past couple days ago, we did our traditional run to New York, to get our little jamboning on Samboners. That's what we call it now. All you jamboners out there, look, it's also a cold. I understand that. I have a love for fish. I have a love for rock and roll. Nothing like just going to Madison Square Garden, letting loose and jamming out for 2.5 hours. It is one of the best experiences of my entire life. Look, they do it four nights straight, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Unfortunately, I'm just not able to pull off the shenanigans that they pull on New Year's Eve. But I've been told that there's a lot of people that went down, and it was one of the greatest shows of all time. Fish just continues to elevate their game. Their stock is through the roof. They're rising up left and right. And I'm just telling you, like, it isn't for everybody. Look, Samboning is not for everybody. Fish is not for everybody. But, at the end of the day, I can't say enough good things about our experience on Friday night in Times Square, just letting loose, getting after it with the boys. And Fish put on an unbelievable display. We woke up the next morning. Shout out to Joey Mack, Uncle Joey. He knows how to find these places. When you come quest of the best, this guy knows where to go. We woke up and we got our Sambone on at the best #1 bagel spot in all of New York, the Boiled Bagel, Brooklyn Bagels. My God, let me tell you, this sausage, egg, and cheese. Now, like, the sausage wasn't the best piece of sausage that I've ever had. It was like a very generic like coffee shop deli type of sausage, but the bagel, we ordered a dozen. He ordered a dozen and got 2 extra. I said, well, shit, I'm getting a dozen. Barnesy behind me and Rock behind me. The 4 of us walked out of the Brooklyn bagel shop with a total of 60 bagels. We were happy as a clam. Now, granted, we were burnt, so we didn't really drop a proper Sambone, but we walked 20 blocks to the car, nibbled on some bagels, got in the car, did our little Sambone in action, and off we were back to Philadelphia. So just an unbelievable experience there in New York, Manhattan. And we'll continue to do that for as long as those guys are playing, man, because it is so much fun. It is such a relief. And just, mentally and spiritually, it's the greatest thing for me. So I'll leave it at that, man. I'll leave it at that. All right. Look, for the first time, I was going to talk about the story here. I just told the story to a dude, man. Like, the story's out there, man. It really is. Sambo Nation, again, just continue to crush it. When we started this thing back in 2019 and finally had the balls to launch it in 2020, it was all about the quest for the best, right? We were taking pictures and we were sending little text messages where we ate or a picture of the sandwich. And we realized we got to a point where there was just nobody out there doing what we were doing. Nobody was out there paying homages to all the iconic spots in South Philadelphia. Or no one was paying homage to these local eateries, whether it was a hoagie shop, cheesesteak shop, pizza shop, hamburger shop. And, the cool part about Samboners was it was a video experience that we could bring to the table and, essentially get that signage and really showcase these places. And during dying times of the pandemic, early 2020, that's exactly what we did, man. Family and friends just, they pushed us off the ledge and said, you guys got to go for it, man. You got something cool here. If you can share it with the world, you can get people Samboning. Maybe we got something. So I'm not saying we're there yet. Tons of work cut out for us, Sambo Nation. But again, appreciate it, dude. All the love and support. Please keep on Samboning. It's nothing but a ton of fun. And, we're going to fire up Wing Month here in a couple days. I'm not sure where I'm going to go, but we're going to fire it up because anything is better than just sitting around thinking about what the fuck happened to our Philadelphia Eagles. And I'm not going to vent. I actually, I did that. I'm not that guy. I don't know what got into me on Sunday. I sat there and watched that game. Just like I was relaxed. I was with the family. We were chilling, but like, it was just kind of like, it's the same story week in and week out. Like, we come out firing. We come out with some just like good passion. You can see it. They're bleeding green. We're going to win this game. And just second quarter, they lay off the pedal. Third quarter, they lay off the pedal. And then fourth quarter, it's just like an absolute debacle. Like the shit that went on like at Christmas night, right, against the Giants, like the beginning of the second half, the fumble that led to 2 touchdowns for the Giants. Like, thank God we won that game. And then just like the same shit happened here last week against the Cardinals. We just like give this game away. And it just happened so fast. I don't know, man. I have never witnessed anything like this in the past. I really have not, where we have played this kind of football. It's funny too. Like, we could be 14-2. We could also be 8-8, right? So at the end of the day, this is a week-to-week league. I'm going to put my homer hat back on. I do firmly believe we have all the talent in the world and all the right pieces, both offensively and defensively, to get it back together and make a run, right? It looks like right now we're going to be the 5th seed. I think we have like a 56% chance of playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in round 1. There's also the possibility of playing the New Orleans Saints. There's also the possibility of playing the Atlanta Falcons. Like, who would have thought, though, man? Who would have thought? Like, at one point, 11 weeks into the season, we had home field advantage and the number 1 seed pretty much, I don't know, not tied up, but at the end of the day, like, who would have thunk that we would be the 5th seed in the NFL, at the NFC, on the NFC side, having to make a run to the Super Bowl on the road? Like, my God, man. I can't really fathom, how this has happened. And again, I don't know the root cause of it. I don't think there's cancer in the clubhouse. It does look like there's not like the chemistry that you need to have. I know I talk about chemistry a lot. I really do. But, when I look back on some of the championships that I've won, it was chemistry, man. It was bond. It was team. It was best friends, hanging out, doing everything together. And I'm just, unfortunately, I don't know if that's the case here with the beloved Philadelphia Eagles. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, man. Like maybe a little emotion out of Jalen, right? You know, Jalen's getting beat up left and right. A.J. Brown gives it to him. Like, give it back a little bit, man. Give it fucking back, dude. Show some emotions. I don't care who you are. You got a lot to prove right now. A lot to prove right now. So we'll see. We'll see. One final game in the Meadowlands. New York Giants, we're coming for you. -5. 2 weeks ago, that would have been like a 14-pointer. But we're -5, folks. So don't be surprised if that rematch, I don't know, backfires on us. I don't even know if it matters, really. I'm sure it does. But at the end of the day, it's really tough to kind of wrap your hands around. So right now, it looks like we're going to be the 5th seed playing the Bucs in the first round of the playoffs. The college football was pretty exciting last night. I unfortunately fell asleep for the second game in like the third quarter, but the end of that Michigan-Alabama game was exactly what it's all about. And I love the college format for overtime. 25-yard line, first down, score, whatever it may be. Each team gets a fair shot. Michigan did what they needed to do. Alabama got stuffed. Interesting play call right there at the end. Offensive lineman got blown off the ball. A lot went wrong on that play, but I took Michigan in that game, and they end up covering. And on the late game, I had Texas, so I split. But looks like Washington won that game 37-31. So the national championship will be Michigan and Washington. Michigan and Washington. What else did we touch on, Sambo Nation? Everything is alive. Everything is well. Happy New Year 2024. Oh, my God. Speaking of which, new digs, man. New desk. New little thing for my laptop, new little microphone stand. Shout out Not For Long Media. We're going to shake it up here in 2024. We're going to continue to just get after it, bring on some real good guests, bring on some just, people from the show, call to the bullpen, Sambo Nation. Come on in. Let's yuck it up. Let's have some fun. And then, last but not least, last but not nothing. I got nothing. I was going to bring up some things that I talked about before, but I'll save them for another show. They're not really relevant to this episode, but we're going to try to get healthy, Sambo Nation. It ain't easy being a Samboner trying to get healthy, but we're going to try to get healthy. We're going to keep walking. We're going to keep grinding. We're going to eat a little less, drink a little less, or drink in moderation, as I like to say. And, my God, maybe keep asking that question. Why me? Why me? But nah, it's all good. I'm here for it, mothers. I am here for it. And, again, last but not least, can't thank you enough for an unbelievable 2023. Here's to a great 2024 and more good things to come. Until then, Samboner out. Love y'all. Pop that Sambone, and baby, it's on. Dropping 45 minutes just to grab a bite. Know that it's worth it when the neon's in sight. My mouth starts to water, my knees get weak. I post up on Insta so that everyone can see. And I put in my order, set up my phone, clear me a table line.